Alright, this is the Halloween Part 2 video. If everything went to plan, it should go up the same day as Part 1. If not, I don't know. Things must have gone wrong. But yeah, I wasn't originally super hyped for this update, just seeing the unit lineup. There are not a lot of characters I care about. And this video doesn't include Katakuri because the 75 pity is just kind of ridiculous to me. It's like, I've done the math, it's like 7 hours or something. I'll do it, but I don't want to, have to spend all that time just to be able to get a video out for you guys. So yeah, this is Lelouch and then the 3 banner units. I'm not going to take too much time at the beginning here, so let's just get right into the video. I'm to showcase the Halloween Part 2 units. I don't have Katakuri. It's going to take too long. I know technically he's not a part of the Halloween stuff, but that doesn't make any sense. We got his cosmetic, honestly pretty solid. The visual effects, nice. It gives you the shirt. Doesn't give you the sleeves though, which does look a little funky. We got Ghost. I don't think I know this character. Same with Blur. I believe you get the hair, if I can. Yeah, you get the hair, the cat ears, and then the aura that she has. And then you have Hedon. Hedon's probably the best one. It's simple, It's simple, but it works. I'm gonna rock this one for the video. Let's just get straight into it. Hopefully you can't hear my cat outside my door. He's meowing at me, but I can't let him in here right while I'm recording and stuff. Because he'll try and get up on my desk and there's just not space for him. Okay, we're gonna start with Ghost because I'm gonna need to leave one down for most of the game because of one of his passives. Let me finish upgrading my money. Let's just read through his passives. We have Soul Harvest. Each kill Ghost gets, he gains 0.2% damage for 60 seconds. The thing is, because takedowns also count assists, it's easy to stack this up a really good way as long as he's hitting enemies. Then you have Spiritual Flame, attacks inflict burn for 5 seconds, dealing 50% of this unit's damage over time. And then Spectral Ritual. After killing 300 enemies, Ghost summons a spirit beside him that mimics his attacks with 50% of his damage. When the spirit is summoned, Ghost gains 33.3% damage. Which, that's honestly huge. Oh, I didn't finish upgrading this. Okay. Oh, I don't have attack effects on. That's my bad. Hold on. Okay, looks like just like a red pulse. Yeah. Oh, actually, you can see like he throws a thing and then it explodes. Same there. He does it twice. The first one's an explosion. The second one's the pillar. Honestly, solid animations. I believe that was Onibi Burst. This is Onibi's Tornado. Well, the name does not lie. His damage goes up pretty steadily through his upgrades. His range is good, but also in part that is because I have Aurora. You'll notice I have Aurora on all 3 of these. That just kind of happened. I did not do that intentionally. Then we have Tatsumaki, which is basically Onibi's Tornado times 3. That's what he looks like at max upgrade. I guess it won't take him too long to get to 300 enemies, so I guess I can just wait for that. Alright, we hit 300 kills. He gained us 33% damage, putting him at 56,000 damage, and then summon a clone with half that. Overall, I think he's really good. The wide cone does a lot for him, even though his attack speed's not the best. Crusader's probably his best trait, but I think Radiant Rules would be really good, because then you just hit him and 3 clones. But overall, I'm not gonna, I think he has specific use, because I was using him, Blur, and King to solo the hard raid for Lelouch. And it was difficult, but it was consistently doable. So I think the fact that that worked out so well, I think it's honestly the burn does a lot for, because I believe this keeps all the passives, so he also is doing 50% burn. Very solid unit. Sell him. Next is, oh, he has 3 placements, by the way. We have Blur, who has 4. Wait for her. Oh, we'll read her passives. Cat's Charm. Enemies hit by Blur's attacks are bewitched, taking 10% more damage from all sources for 3 seconds. And then attacks apply 50% slow to enemies for 4 seconds. Slow is, I mean, obviously everybody knows what slow is, but each enemy has basically whatever the slow duration is plus 3 second cooldown before it can be applied again. Undo the attack. Her attack speed's kind of slow. She shoots a pumpkin. We have Barrage. She throws out multiple pumpkins. I'll do that one more time. Yeah, 50% slow is just so strong. Then we have Floating Pumpkins. They're bigger, but it's basically the same attack. But notice her damage goes up pretty well. Also, I realized that makes her a lot of multi-hit. Because I think each pumpkin is its own hit. So she's a 5 times multi-hit right now. And Smashing Pumpkin. Which this is 1 hit, unfortunately. Which does kind of suck. But again, she has 4 placement. 34,000 damage. She has a surprisingly high DPS for a support unit. Like, you get 2 of her down, and she's just gonna... For her AoE and mostly support passives, she is very strong. I would say probably better than Kurami for support. I know Kurami does time stop, but that 50% slow and the damage buff is, I feel like, overall better. Running them together is probably what you want to do, though, because things are never going to be able to traverse the map ever with both of them. It's kind of crazy. Okay. Now we'll do, well, we have a permanent pumpkin on the map now. Oh, never mind. Hedon has a little bit less range than those two. He has Bloodlust. While this unit is on the field, any unit within Hedon's range deals 100% more bleed damage, and Hedon deals plus 50% damage to enemies that are affected by bleed. So he's a good Alucard support. And then we'll read his ability later. Just a slash with blood, retribution, spitting slash. He himself does not do bleed, though. So next upgrade, his stats don't go up, but he gets Reaper Unleashed, which is, with a Reaper awakens, dealing 300% damage to all enemies in range with a 20-second cooldown, which is surprisingly strong. Essence Hunt, it's the same spinning attack with a slam at the end, it looks like. Oh, it's wider, but it is a 3 times multi-hit, which is really good. He actually has the lowest DPS of all 3, it seems. I know his stats are a little worse than the other 2. Actually, they're about the same as his. But I think he has the lowest DPS. When you consider he can get a 50% damage buff from... Let's just use this, see if it has an animation. I don't think so. No, it just does 3 times his damage in range. Definitely would want Crusader on him for that 300% damage. Obviously, he'll benefit well from, what is he, physical? Yes. Mr. Satan being on the team, because then you can buff his damage by 60%, making the nuke do even more damage. Which actually brings us, Hedon's also 3 placement, which, funny enough, that brings us into Lelouch. He has 2 placements. And I realize he has that. I'll figure out why he has that on placement. Okay, hold on. First attack doesn't look like anything special, but I want to actually see it. Come on, do it. Okay, looks like bullets. I have not watched Code Geass, so I don't know. He shouldn't have Command Nuke until... Oh! Okay. Well, I'll get into that in a second. Please attack again, sir. It creates like an explosion on the ground. Order Obliterate, which is larger AoE. It looks like he summons people at the ground. They were in the mountain. Kind of see him. Oh, no, I'm delusional. But he gets very high damage. The highest DPS out of all of them. Honestly, just a very high DPS in general for only having Eclipse. But considering he's 2 placement, Sovereign is not... It's not only his best trait, it's really the only one you want. I tried to hunt for it. I used like 200 rerolls on him, and the only mythic I got was Eclipse. It was kind of... Eclipse is your next best bet, or Radiant would tend to be better because it's more damage, but it'll make sense in a sec. Crown of Rebellion, all units in range gain 10% damage. He doesn't apply it to himself on his own. You'd have to place a second one to get it, which then would actually bring his DPS up to 10,000. Then Imperial Chessboard. So you can assign 3 chess pieces to units in his range. A maximum of 2 pieces can be assigned to the same unit. There's a 60-second cooldown before you can reassign a piece. Queen grants 20% range and 10% minus 10% cooldown. Knight grants 20% damage. Pawn grants 5% damage, 5% cooldown, and 5% range. After defeating 50 enemies, this unit's pawn piece promotes into a queen, granting all of queen piece's effects for 15 seconds. If queen piece is already assigned to this unit, the pawn piece does not promote to queen. So I'd say you could do something like, actually, can he? I don't want to use the nuke. Oh yeah, is this other passive actually working now? Because he has Knight of Rebellion. Spawns Dark Knight every 100 seconds. Dark Knight's health is equal to 1000% of Zero's damage. I haven't seen this work, but it would have 700,000 health. With Crusader, it'd probably have like 1 million something. It'd be very strong. But I haven't actually seen it work yet, so I don't know. But I would say you'd probably do something like you have heat on, and you use Knight. You can't select him. Okay. No. Give him a bonus 20% damage so that his little nuke does even more damage than before. Then with Queen, which is range and cooldown, you'd maybe grab Blur. Well, no, you don't want to mess with Blur's cooldown. You'd grab Ghost, max him out. There are probably better units to use these on. Put that on him, his cooldown drops by an entire second, and he gets even more range, which would then also apply to his clone. Or you could just, I would say, probably for the most part, you end up stacking Queen and Knight together. But with Pawn, I forget. You could put Pawn on Hedon as well, just to stack the extra 5% on everything. That actually brings his DP. Oh, he is hybrid. I didn't know that. It didn't show properly. So Hedon's hybrid. In some modes that does not show properly. I believe Blur is not, so let me make sure. Not hybrid. He's not hybrid. I'd have to wait a while to show off the nuke. But I'll do that. Oh, I just actually caught what the attack animation on the final one is. He summons a guy that shoots an RPG. I'll try and, yeah. That's fun. Anyway. Okay, so I'm pretty much ready to use the nuke. I will say, something bugged, I think. I mean, the fact that he's not spawning the Knight of Rebellion, I mean, he wasn't doing it last time I used him either. But he has, like, his own damage buffs from Imperial Chessboard. And I think it's because I sold the units that were buffed by it. And so move them to him, but also not completely, because he doesn't have the 20% damage boost. Or the, like, he has, like, partial percentages. It's very weird. I'm just gonna use it now. Let's see if it actually works. It did. I think it didn't kill anybody with a shield, which means it's a single hit. So that's kind of... Or not shield, but anybody with armor. So the nuke is a single hit. That's actually very good to know, because it is a one-time use. But I mean, a full map, 20 times damage nuke. That's, that'd be like 1.4 million. Something like that. Be very high. I will actually go back out and show the team that I was using to... Oh, go back to the lobby? Okay. I'll show the team I was using to get Lelouch on my own, because I could... It's a very hard stage to do, even on easy, so to solo it on hard, I was pleasantly surprised I could do. I don't think I have it saved, do I? Maybe. No, I don't. Okay, we'll just load this team up. It was, I believe, King. Actually, no, I know it was. I don't believe it was. Where is Idol? It was this. And pretty much you wait until they get to like the back half of the map, and you focus on upgrading your money until they reach the back half of the map. Place all 3 of these because they're going to need to get kills, but don't really upgrade them that much. Place one blur down in that back half of the map. You can place others further up if you want to like fully slow the whole map, but I wouldn't bother really. Well, I love Unit 1, Unit 2, and Unit 3. Those are my favorite, dude. Love those guys. And then upgrade King to max, because he's your hybrid option. You kind of need that. But I was able to consistently do it. I think it was 12 minutes per stage. If I did it on easy, it'd be 10 minutes. So it was like, it's overall faster to just run this on hard, because you have to do half the stages. I mean, that's about it. I don't have that many rerolls. I don't think I'm gonna try to risk rolling on anybody. Or I'll probably just save the rest for Katakuri. Let me look. How many do I have? Not enough to risk it on him. So yeah, I'm gonna work on getting Katakuri. I might get Tengen as well for their own video, since they share a pity amount. And both of them, I'm not, like, Katakuri's cool. I'm not really excited to get either because of how long that's gonna take. But yeah, I mean, that wraps up today's video, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace out.